Hi everyone, Jeremy Brashani here. This is my original pencil drawing inspired by the Detroit Red Wings. Limited edition prints are available for purchase for Christmas, and this original pencil drawing is also available for purchase. If you'd like to see how the limited edition prints look when you receive them, just fast forward a bit into the video and I'll be showing you the prints and how they're packaged and talk a little bit about the sizes available. But right now I'd like to go over the original here and tell you about all of the historical references I've incorporated into it. This has probably got the most historical references of any piece I've drawn to date. So I'll start with the arenas. The fans are not actually walking to just one arena, they're walking to two. On the left, I've drawn Olympia Stadium, their first arena. And on the right, I've drawn the Joe Louis Arena. I drew this in 2015, so at that time, there were only two arenas in their history. Up top, I've drawn 8 of the most legendary players that have ever played for the Red Wings. I tried to incorporate one player from every era in their history. So I started with Gordie Howe up here, Terry Sawchuk, Alex Delvecchio, Sergei Fedorov, Nicholas Lidstrom, Steve Yzerman with the cup, Henrik Zetterberg, and Pavel Datsyuk. And then the fan jersey numbers below here represent the next 26 most legendary players in the Red Wings history. And they also show every jersey design ever worn by the club. So starting with the Cougars, they originally were called the Cougars. Got this number 3 jersey here. And then they, still as the Cougars, changed to this jersey design on number 5. And then they went to this white jersey with the 4 red stripes. And then they went back to that number 5 jersey. And then they changed their name to the Falcons, which you can see on this jersey with the yellow numbers, before finally settling on Red Wings. And as the Red Wings, their first jersey was like you see on number 11 in the distance there, red numbers with white borders. And the rest of the jerseys are all of the jerseys they've worn up to date since then. And we go to the flags here. This is their first logo as the Cougars. And obviously their current logo as the Red Wings. We've got a few hats to talk about here. This fan is wearing a Journey hat. And that's honoring the song Don't Stop Believin', which the Red Wings play at the end of games when the game seems to be in hand. And they pause the song, or they mute the song so that fans can chant the words. Born and raised in South Detroit. And then this fan here, in the black hat, it says Superior Fish Company. And that's in reference to the fish market store that sells the official octopi supply for the team. And I'll talk about octopus in a second here. And wearing Bob Probert's number 24 jersey has a skull and crossed hockey sticks logo on his hat. And that's in reference to a design that Bob wore on a t-shirt quite regularly while he played. Now let's talk about octopus. So the octopus tradition started way back in the 50s. In reference to the 8 wins. At that time, you needed 8 wins to win the Stanley Cup. 2 7-game series. You had to win 4 games in each. The fans started throwing octopus on the ice during the playoffs, and the tradition stuck. So Al Sabatka here was the former head ice manager and Zamboni driver, and he used to go out onto the ice, pick up the octopus that the fans had thrown, and swing it over his head as he took it off the ice. That's him there. And you need now 16 wins to win the Stanley Cup, so I put 2 octopus into this artwork. And here's the second one over here. This young fan is carrying. And that guy is named Al, who's the Red Wings' unofficial mascot. So we've got 16 tentacles total in this artwork, representing the 16 wins the team needs to win the Stanley Cup. And if we go back to Olympia Stadium here, on the sign, you can see the date, November 10th, 1932, next to the Journey hat. And it's Detroit versus Chicago. That was the first ever game the Red Wings, under that name, Red Wings, played Chicago at Olympia Stadium. Prior to that date, they were the Cougars and then Falcons. Okay, I'm just going to go to the other side now and show you limited edition prints. So the Red Wings' inaugural season is 1926. And so I've numbered the limited edition prints accordingly. The small 12-inch by 16-inch prints are here, and they're numbered out of 1926. And you can see the detail is all there still. And they'll come packaged in a sealed, fitted, clear plastic sleeve with 1/4-inch foam core slid in behind the print. The prints are not mounted to the foam core. The foam core is just there to keep the print and the package rigid. So when you receive it, you can pull it out, stand it up right away like this, and enjoy it. I don't roll my prints because I know when you receive a print rolled up, it stays rolled up until you're ready to frame it. You can't enjoy it. So this way you can enjoy it right away. It's all acid free. The print won't fade or yellow. You can enjoy it as long as you keep it out of direct sunlight. You can enjoy it as long as you like until you're ready to frame it. So the big size is the 18 by 24, which is here. That's the same size as the original I just showed you on the other side. Again, all the details there, very clear. And I've got another important historical detail I didn't mention to you guys yet. I'll go back to in a second, I just saw it. So that's the 18-inch by 24-inch limited edition print, which is also on the table here. Then I've got an 8 by 10 art card, 8-inch by 10-inch art card. Also has all the detail very clear on there. I do very high resolution scans of my originals, so I can print them in a 24-inch by 30-inch size, which is actually bigger than the original. And I can also print them as a wall mural. self-adhesive vinyl wall mural sticker that you can apply to your man cave or wherever you'd like it to be. You go back to the original here and mention one more detail that's important. So the fans here are wearing Yzerman's number 19 jersey and Vladimir Konstantinov's number 16 jersey. Have a patch on their left shoulder, which is the Believe patch. And they wore that in the 97-98 season to honor Vladimir Konstantinov and Sergei Manatsakanov. Were involved in a very tragic accident the previous season. The Red Wings had won the 96-97 Stanley Cup, and 6 days later, Konstantinov and Manatsakanov and Fedosov actually also were involved in a limo accident, which left Konstantinov and Manatsakanov paralyzed, wheelchair bound. So the next season they wore these patches to honor them and kept them on their minds all season, and ended up winning the Stanley Cup again. So there you go. That's my Red Wings official video. If you'd like to purchase the original or any of the prints, you can find them on my website at www.jeremybrashany.com. And feel free to email me at jeremy@jeremybrashany.com if you have any questions. Check out my website. I draw a lot of teams and a lot of different styles. This style I call the Game Day series, but I've drawn a lot of other series as well. If you like this video or you like the artwork, please like and share it. I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.